Last week, Bulldog Buzz brought you the second interview in a three-part series with Superintendent of Schools, Mr. Ted Vannocker. Today we join Galen in the last of this series as Mr. Vannocker discusses the budget challenges of USD 243 and the difficult decisions he is facing with another cut from Topeka.
I'm Galen Fleming here for the Bulldog Buzz. I'm here with our Superintendent, Mr. Ted Vannocker. Mr. Vannocker, I want to thank you first for coming here to have this interview with us and then for these questions that you're going to answer.
No problem.
I'm sure this position has many challenges. What is it for you that poses the biggest obstacle or challenge?
Well, that's easy to answer, and that's the budget cuts that I'm facing right now. For example, since the beginning of the year to right now, I'm going to have to cut about $150,000 out of the budget because of what the legislature has told us, plus a little lower enrollment. And the legislature right now is, they have another bill called Senate Bill 71, which could cause me to have to cut another $44,000 out. Over the years, we used to have 5 principals in this district, or 5 administrators, 4 principals, superintendent. We now have 3. We've had to cut out some counseling services. We've had to cut out some of the classes, and I'm going to have to make some other cuts. I don't have any choice, and that's a challenge, one I don't care too much for.
And back on the subject of budget cuts, what are your thoughts about the recent cuts to education that Governor Brownback has placed, and what are the effects that it will have on our district?
Well, I've made my feelings known to the legislators that are currently serving in Topeka. It will have an effect of having less money to spend on some things such as technologies and materials. I've had to cut out some of the paid positions, 0-hour weightlifting, cut out some things in some of the classrooms, and I am faced with making some decisions about some of the programs within the school that I'm probably either going to have to reduce or delete because of the budget cuts. I don't have any choice.
Are there any other comments that you want our viewers to know?
Probably the most positive thing since coming back is that I really feel good and really like my Waverly students and Lebo students as well. I enjoy working with the kids. It's sort of like raising a family. There are sometimes things don't go as well as you think they should about people getting along with each other, just like siblings.
Yeah.
But for the most part, a real positive has been actually the kids here in Waverly and my students in Lebo, and also working with the staff. That's been good, very good. So.
All right. Well, Mr. Vannocker, I want to thank you for your time. Sure. Thanks for answering all of our questions.
You betcha.
Waverly is a town that is steeped in small values and rich in history. In our segment About Town, we take a look at the businesses that make up this special community. Let's join sophomore Peyton Mitchell and junior Garrett Myers as they visit with professional scrapper and environmental conservationist Stephen Dinkle.
I'm Peyton Mitchell here with my partner in crime, Garrett Myers, and we're here to interview Stevie Dinkle. Stevie, how long have you been scrapping?
I've been scrapping about 4 years.
What advice would you give to young entrepreneurs looking to start a business?
Well, do it right, find out what it is that you got to do, and then find out what you have to do and see if we can do the business.
All right.
How productive do you think this year's been for you with scrap?
It's been pretty good.
Do you scrap just around Waverly or do you do surrounding towns?
I do surrounding towns. I do like Wilmington, I do Ottawa, just whatever they call me.
What's the farthest you've gone to?
The farthest I've gone is Ottawa.
Ottawa? That's good enough.
All right. Well, that's all we have. Thank you, Stevie. All right.
This week, students from WHS have been competing in the first annual chess tournament hosted by the WHS Gaming Club. Today marked the championship game between senior Mason Reynolds and sophomore Danon Kistner. Danon came away victorious in first place. The third and fourth place game is currently in progress and advanced sophomore Galen Fleming against sophomore Devin Spliss.
Your mom got it. Alright, now that picture shows. No, it's like that. Now I had a picture shows the white.
It's blue. This is like a Silky Black.
The left saturated, both saturated.
Yeah.
I see gold with like.
Silky Black.
I see both.